every time we ever had a vacation out here, we'd be keeping our eye out. Yeah. It would be so great to own a piece of Colorado. And they said you can still find cheap land in southern Colorado. So we said, let's just go home that way. So we drove down here, came through the valley, and got down there on the highway and saw the Forbes Park sign, and we said, let's just turn in there and see what this is. Wow. It was God. I mean, it was just so random. We went down to the entrance and they said, you need to go down over to the ranch. They still have some 5-acre lots over there. Pretty. When they brought us to that one, we're like, this is it. Look at that view. And it was $3,500 for 5 acres, and you could pay $35 a month.
Oh yes, my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's the best deal in the state.
No time for pondering why I'm wondering on why we both still alive. To the earth, would you follow me? There's a world that was meant for us to see. To the earth, would you follow me? If you will never say my destiny.
Our family always used to come out to Colorado on vacations and stuff with, I remember coming out here with Woody and Diane and Mark, going through Ouray and seeing an old building on the main street that was for sale, and Woody and Dad were like, oh man, we should get that building, come and live out here. So the dream had been alive in various forms for a long time of trying to come out to Colorado, and Dad always, unbeknownst to young Todd and I, was keeping an eagle eye out for a good deal on land.
So then when we got home, we're looking at a topo map, because we never came up this road. We had not come up here. And Dave said, that's got to be a 360 view.
And so finally, down here in the south, in San Luis, he found a good deal in the Sangre de Cristo ranches.
So we called back to the ranch. They told us who owned those 10 acres up here, and we called him in New York. He said, yeah, I'll sell it to you. I'm getting a divorce. I'm not going back out there. $9,000 for 10 acres. And the next thing I knew, he's got this little piece of graph paper about this big, and he's drawing a little house plan on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
The dreamer.
the pioneers did it. Why can't we? They built their own houses.
We came out in the summer of 96 or 97 and started to build.
That little hump you see on top of the hill, that's right where our property is, just below that. We'll travel up there in just a minute. Dave's standing down there in the living room. This is looking back toward the San Luis Valley, over the Sangre de Cristo ranches. There we go. Lindsay Peak, Mount Blanca. That's the view from our front porch. This is Colorado.
They came out earlier than me. But we came out here and had cool kind of rounded, silvery, one of those old-fashioned rounded, silvery campers down in Blanca at the RV park down there. So we, every night, came home and popped some ibuprofen and slept, and then got up and popped some more ibuprofen and went up the hill to work another day, either a full day or until the rains threatened too much and we had to come back down.
Okay, Tim got
howdy,
here.
folks. I've arrived. I got here. I don't have a watch. I lost that at the 10th grade bash. The big water pipe. But been here for about 10 minutes, I think, or so, and I'm ready to work. I changed.
All right.
So
He's
that's what
ready.
we're doing.
Let's go see what they're doing today. Tim's ready to work. Dave is a whiz with that backhoe.
Hot diggity dog. Day one, we're about to pack up and leave. Tomorrow, the concrete folks will be here. Isn't this exciting? I know I'm laughing up with my amazing, scintillating and witty little monologue here, but you'll just have to put up with that. So, there we go. A little bit of panorama there for you. Don't kill me, you've probably already seen this a couple times.
We had lots of racing against time moments to try and get things ready before the rains hit at different times.
Well, let Mother Nature now have her terrible way. We've done what we can in true adventure and high drama here on the high western mountain region. It's been, how long were we rained out, y'all? 3 days? Since Friday, and today's Monday. But check it out. Hear that here, all. Look at all that, will you? That's all today. All that top wood stuff. And we're still going.
But yeah, unfortunately, we had not yet discovered nail guns. So we just used hammers and nails to frame in the house.
This is the cafeteria. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Tim.
Well, all I can say is, you missed it, baby. Look at that. That's pretty tall. You just don't know. And of course, we're still in a state of fear and trembling as Dad measures out more braces to hold up this spindly skeleton before the afternoon hurricane force winds come in. Since, you know, they're pretty much on their way. Ciao. Ah, yes. I believe that is the last nail in framing the house.
Yes.
We're pretty doggone happy about it. Yep,
Did it.
it's over, and now we're gonna eat some lunch probably, and then we'll start putting up the siding. So those are the neat little carpenter type details that all of you carpenter
Show 'em a
type
view
people
from our living room window.
want to know.
We had made a trip over to Pagosa Springs, probably to get a milkshake, and found all that aspen wood at a lumber yard over there. And it was cheaper than buying pine. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we can have aspen wood. And they delivered it from Pagosa Springs for $100.
My first memory of the house. We were on a trip out west with Kenny and Donna Young, obviously to see the house and to tour Colorado. And we stayed in a campground, and I just remember going up this road that seemed to never end. And then at the very last, it was as if we were going up into the sky, and I didn't know what was on the other side, so it was kind of a thrill. We got on the other side, we parked, and there they were. Mom and Dad and Tim had been building this house. I just remember Mom coming over to us with a big smile and her bleached out hair, and it was as if they were the holy ones up on the mountain that had come down with the tablets almost. They'd just been out there in the weather and doing this crazy work.
Perhaps you, the viewer, haven't noticed, but visitors have ascended the hill. And it's a good time, let me tell you. The young Keelers, the Youngs.
Ben and Rachel and David, who had the chicken pox all over his little baby head.
We were able to just help with the deck, but super fun and trying to keep our little ones alive up in the high winds.
Here it is, Monday morning. We're headed for the top, and look at this. We have a bunch of cows laying in the road. Wonders never cease.
I see boxes fills up a room. Things I never told you still bloom.
Dave makes sure that everything is level.
And I try though, talking never seems to do it.
The most perilous moment by far being putting up the big beams that go, the 3 big beams that go across the roof of the living room. Standing up on top of a ladder where it tells you not to stand, and then sort of trying to lift up 2x10s, they're pretty long, up over your head and onto the brace up there. We just hoped that nothing went wrong and God took care of us, but it was pretty dangerous.
Today's August 4th. We've got 2 more days and we're headed for home. It's lunchtime today. This is how we do lunch on the porch.
Anyway, this concludes this summer's footage, so why not start off, end it where we started with the ugly sister. No, not a good idea. Okay. Toodles. I really should have had a script for this.
The second summer was doing the interior, and we found all the tongue and groove aspen wood and did all the inside walls and the roof, the ceiling, and made the cubbies, which was my one addition to the house plan. It's my favorite thing.
I remember thinking that God had really blessed my parents, and I connected it to just years of being content to live on little and sacrifice for the kingdom, and He just blessed them in a unique way to give them a good deal on this amazing land with an incredible view, and then the faith and provision to build His house.
Yeah, God really blessed Mom and Dad, and because Mom's heart has been in the Rocky Mountains for pretty much all her life, and Dad, since he owns his own business, was able to get into a position where he could leave work for months at a time and just kind of call in and check. A lot of people don't have that situation, so it was a real blessing for Mom and Dad to have the schedule and the ability to come out and really take advantage of the house and be able to be out here and experience the whole summer and even into the fall when the aspens turn gold. For this to be a part of just life, part of the annual routine for 20 years, it's great.
I started going out every summer for about 3 months, and that became the routine. So we tried to get out there as much as we could, which was about every 2 or 3 years. So we didn't have the yearly family vacation, but over time I realized that this was our spot, and it built a lot of amazing memories for our family, and it had more of an impact on our kids than I realized. I'm only just now starting to realize that impact.
And it's been a huge blessing for me and for the rest of the family as well, to come out and open the car door and get outside and smell the air of Colorado and the sage and everything is the best experience.
The beginning of the trip.
That's right. The beginning of the trip. Colorado. Mr. Dan Dilly has never had grits, but now he's going to have them for the first time.
If you bring it down here, we can recalculate it, Todd. Well,
Okay.
is it good? Do you like it? Okay. Did you put salt? He might need salt and pepper.
It's good. It's good.
Well, then eat all of them.
It's good. Well, then eat it all.
It's got butter
He says
and
y'all,
milk
Oh yeah,
and
I can taste that in
cheese.
there.
See?
That is good.
We told you. Now, have you had sweet tea?
Sweet tea? Is it sweet tea?
Sweet tea.
Or is it sweet tea?
perfect, hey?
I sweeten my tea.
Yeah, but have you had it the Southern style?
I don't know.
Oh.
Put our clothes in the sand. Where are you at?
Where are we?
At Colorado Lightsaber, Colorado Lightsaber, and Bible Man.
It's been a real blessing for the Keeler Japan family as well. Sumika loves it out here and has been able to spend like 2 summers out here. And that's been huge for Faye too, to really kind of cement getting to know and establishing family relationship, with her grandma and grandpa, and also in learning English and being out here for months in an English-speaking environment has helped her to grow up, being able to communicate with all the family in America, and it's a really great thing for her. But yeah, it's great to be reminded of the vastness and majesty of what God has made. To experience His peace and rest in Him, and to see His beauty in the amazing location that He led us to and provided for us. So this house has been, and this land really too, has been just such a great gift from God for our whole family.
Cutting through the avenues, I'd always find my way to you. Beside the hook, the hammer lies. Fumbling round in the smoke, spending time chasing the ghosts. Hold me down, hold me down.
I'm really thankful that Mom's heart for the mountains out here was probably the biggest initial sort of prime moving reason of why we came out here so often and why we ended up making this house. And then also Dad's unusual combination of being conservative and practical, but also very much willing to take risks enough to not be a professional builder, but say, hey, let's build a house. We'll just go build one. So I'm really thankful for Dad's kind of guts to take on such a big project and just keep on working and do it, make it happen.
He decided to build a little cabin. He was a cowboy from Texas. He would tramp up here at 7:30 in the morning to say hello.
Oh my gosh. Bring the morning paper, cup of coffee.
One day he brought me peaches, a bunch of peaches, and he said, I just thought maybe you would want to make a peach cobbler and share it with me.
Oh my goodness.
About fall, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
When David and Richard and JR and I were here, you guys.
Ow. Well, I think you flew to Seattle and then you came back to 8 years after we had left.
But we had stayed up.
On the last trip, we didn't hike much. We did old people things, but we did use our amazing endurance to trek over 2 hours just to get a milkshake at the malt shop in Pagosa Springs. But this is also a wonderful memory that our family shares. Many memories, and yeah, I want to go there now. Definitely had tears of joy and tears of sadness on that trip, but we know that God had given a special gift and did give us all a special gift the last time we were there. And everybody was able to make it out, and on one whole day, August 14th, we had everybody there, 18 people, including 2 precious little babies. And we even got pictures with everyone, and the great-grandparents held the great-grandbabies for pictures, which was awesome. And we were able to enjoy this one day where we were all together. And that night, God really put on a show for us. We were able to see the most amazing sunset I've ever seen in my life. And Ben had written a song, unbeknownst to us, and he started to play it, and it was about the house and about the San Luis Valley. It was awesome. We were all in tears. It was a very special time, and it was just a fitting conclusion, so to speak, for this epic adventure and gift that he'd given Mom and Dad.
aspen trees right beside those golden streets. When I look out across the valley of San Luis, I feel at home, like it's where I'm meant to be. In San Luis, San Luis, can't you see it's a part of me? I drew a map when I was 6 years old, a dotted line straight to the end of Franklin Road. And I looked up into the sky as we drove through the night to that house on the hill where me and mine feel most alive. In San Luis, San Luis, can't you see it's a part of me? San Luis, San Luis, oh, can't you see it's a part of me? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I know that seasons change and time moves on, but this brick and mortar heritage will never be lost. 'Cause whenever I find myself on a front porch, I'll go back to the land where the sky is orange. In San Luis, San Luis, can't you see it's a part of me? San Luis, San Luis, I won't forget these memories.
Love the bebop. Skip it doop a